Big event is this weekend. That's the PBR Velocity. Sean Willingham is here. He is a professional bull rider. And I'll tell you, there's so many questions that I just have, but our viewers do as well. When it comes to riding a bull, obviously it's dangerous. And you have a lot of injuries that you occurred throughout your history, right? So let's just start, before we even get into that, because it's fascinating, what are the rules? Obviously there's a bull, and there's a brave person like yourself that gets on it. So what's the goal?
All right, the ultimate goal is to stay on the bull for 8 seconds. You have to ride 8 seconds, and you're judged in that 8-second ride. If you don't make the 8-second whistle, it's a 0.
All right, so even if you do, though, there's like style points, if you will. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly.
Right, exactly right. There's style points, 1 to 50 points for me, how good I'm in control on top of the bull. And then also there's a score for the bull on how well he performs, 1 to 50, to a total of 100 points.
Wow, and that's you right there.
So this is me riding here. As you know, the bull, the higher they kick, the faster they spin, the higher their score is going to be. So, which is going to give your score higher as well. But if you get just like a mediocre bull, your score is going to be low. It lessens your chance to win.
Now, do you control the bull at all, or
no.
are you just holding on for dear life?
I wish I could control it.
So there's nothing you can do as far as like leverage or body position that's going to make him kick or do anything different?
No, the bulls are they're bred to buck, just like they breed racing horses run fast. They breed these bulls to buck. That's his job. I mean, he goes home and he lives it up on the ranch and you know, gets taken care of better than we take care of ourselves. But you know, that's his job. And you know, they're bulls, they're animals. You never know what to expect. Sometimes, you know, they can be the best bull in the world at the time, but then that one trip he takes off running because he just, you know, he's lost or confused. And it happens in every sport. You know, everybody has a bad day. And,
yeah, and even animals do too.
And even animals as well.
Now I look down, I see some of this gear, and there's really not a whole lot of protection, especially for something that weighs as much as a bull. But this is pretty interesting, right? So this goes around the neck, and this is all you're holding on to, is this handle right there.
So this is this is the only thing keeping me on there. Picture bull in there. That goes around his belly.
Wow.
So I have a buddy pull it up tight, and then I put it in my hand, wrap it around the back through. This is the only thing really holding me on to the bull.
Yeah, because there's no saddle or anything like that.
No saddle.
Special other gear.
I have to hold on one hand. This hand has to be in the air for 8 seconds. I can't touch the bull or the ground before the 8 seconds, or it's a disqualified ride as well.
All right, so obviously it's dangerous, and I think one of the things we have to talk about, injury. So what are some of the injuries that you've had over your career? You've been doing this now for how many years? 21
years professional.
All right, 21 years. So like, what are some of the injuries that you've had?
Oh, broke my neck in 2014. Broke my leg just recently in March. I've cracked my skull. That was back in 2000, I believe. And then, broke my wrist a couple of times. I've had 2 meniscus repairs, one on each knee. And then collarbone, a couple of ribs.
All right, so...
What haven't I broken?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So how do you practice? Because it would be really hard because you're obviously in danger every time you do this. So what do you do? For example, you've been out for about 10 months because of your broken leg. So what do you do?
The best way to practice is to get on them. I mean, that's the only way to do it. As crazy as it sounds, there's nothing that really simulates bull riding. You know, they're animal. They have 4 legs, so they're always moving forward. So you can't come up with a machine. You see these mechanical bulls. You go out, you see them at the local bars and all that. It's no resemblance to the bull because they have 4 legs. They always got to go forward.
Right.
That machine's steady on one little cylinder, so it's never moving forward or backwards, just in one spot up and down and spinning.
Well, and even with that, it's not going to run over you once you fall.
Then it's not going to come after you and chase you down as well.
Yeah, so
that's very wild, and that's the best way. I tell everybody, as bad as it sucks, having to practice to really get on them, because the danger and the risk is still just as high practicing as it is if you're in competition.
What gets you back on then?
Well,
is it the adrenaline? Is it the rush? Obviously, for all the viewers out there, it's exciting to watch. Yeah, the challenge.
Because it's always different. It's been different for 20-something years, and it's never the same. It's not a regular job. You never know what to expect. Even if you think you know what's going to happen, you better recheck it because something's going to go wrong.
Well, Sean, thanks for being on the show. Good luck tomorrow. Stay healthy. It's at VyStar Veterans Memorial. If you want tickets, go to Ticketmaster.com. If you put in RCL, you get 20% off your tickets. Stick around, more to come right after this.